Request of 42 person web on you. I never want try lose you, try them up on me. Well.
Hi guys, hello my people, hello fantastic, beautiful and amazing subscribers all over the world. You are welcome back again to my channel. If you are new here, please feel free to subscribe, like this video, comment and share your opinion in the comment section. My OGs, thank you so much for your love and support. Welcome back again. It is another new week. Happy new month to all my viewers all over the world. May this month bring joy. Welcome to the second half of the year. So guys, today we're going to talk about the Clements, okay? I know some of my Clement fans, they are here and they have been following me. Even later, some were asking me, why don't you react again about the Clements? Why you not posting videos about the Clement? You know, this thing called reaction, people get to understand it in different way. So being that, because this is a terrible couple and they also have a disabled child, but you are reacting, whether you're ever reacting about just normal thing, any video that they bring out, so people might take it like maybe you are not coming from a place of love. So sometimes my video might be even be misunderstood even by the couple itself. So I just get to like, okay, let me give the freedom. Let me not look as if, oh, there's something personal. I don't have anything personal. I just react on their videos, react on how some of the comments of the subscribers, and that was it. But I don't want my videos to be misunderstood, being that you know what it is. So that's it. That's the reason why I gave break, from the Clement. Okay, guys. But today we're going to talk about some things. Okay, and also I'm going to back it up with videos evidence. Okay, and let me start with those of you who don't know who the Clements are. Now, the Clement is a terrible couple. Okay, we have WISTON, who is from Kenya, and we have MAYFAIR, who is from Zimbabwe. But right now, they are living in Atlanta. Okay, they have a beautiful daughter, Malachi, who is above 2 years now. And WISTON have a condition that make him look the way he is. Maybe you hear part of it in the video evidence I'm going to play. But these two found love and they came together. Even as a lot of people are wondering, how is it possible that somebody with all the shape like MAYFAIR is married or still with this guy? But I believe that true love exists, and this couple are not the only couple who have seen that a disabled person married a undisabled person. Is not the first time I'm saying. But I get why people are overthinking, you understand? But this is also another reason for you to know that not just that true love exists, but there is somebody for everyone, especially those of you, maybe your disability might not be, fractures, bones, or whatever. Maybe your disability might just be you are too big, or your eyes or your face or your body or one of your hand is short or whatever disability, or maybe your disability might be because of one illness or the other. My dear, don't give up on yourself. There's somebody out there to love you who you are. Okay, just make sure to always be around people who value you, who will boost your self-esteem, who makes you happy. Go to a place where you feel more comfortable and valued. Okay, now going back to the Clement story. When they got married, people were expecting, okay, when is MAYFAIR going to get pregnant and all that? Finally, God did it, she got pregnant. And people were curious. Oftentimes people ask questions. And I will tell you that these people asking these questions, their questions are not harmful. It's just a harmless question. Be it that you guys are a terrible couple, a lot of terrible people, or even disabled people, they are following you guys. They really want to know. You understand? They really want to know you sharing your story truthfully or be transparent with your subscriber. It's going to help every other person. And even some of your videos, I even shared it with some other persons that I know that are going through one disability or the other. You understand? So people start asking them about their pregnancy. Is it natural? Is it that they took the sperm of WISTON, to MAYFAIR? How did they do it? Is it IVF and all that? So they came out to explain that it is natural, that there's no IVF. And knowing that the condition of WISTON is something that can be transferred. Now, Wisty said there is nobody in his family that have this illness. But if you have it, it is possible for you to transfer it to your child. But Wisty made this video and they came out to say that no, that the God that they serve is bigger than any genetic sickness. You understand? Let's watch the little clip while we come back, because today's video, is still connected to the present Q&A they did. So let's watch the video.
Second question, is Winston's condition genetic and does the baby have a chance of being born with it?
Yep, so my condition is called osteogenesis imperfecta, and it is genetic. So the way I got it actually was not through genetics, but through what they call a mutation. Just meaning that nobody in my family or nobody connected to me that we know has had it, but now because I've had osteogenesis, it means that there is a chance that I could pass it on. And I guess that's one of the things that maybe played on our minds when we're thinking about starting a family, having a kid, and those kind of things. But honestly, I think where I'm at now is I believe we serve a God that is bigger than genetics, that is bigger than probabilities, because in theory, there's always a chance that, you could have a child who has some form of illness.
Anyone, regardless of genes, regardless of your health.
Exactly. There's always, it was exactly the same for my parents. Nobody in our family had osteogenesis, and then, they were blessed with a child, but a child who had osteogenesis. So I think because children are a gift from God, we just continue to pray for a healthy baby, and we continue to expect a healthy baby, one who live a full life, with no pain and no suffering, and we know that's what it's going to be. In Jesus' name.
Amen. And just to kind of echo that, I think I saw different variations of this question, like, do you have any fears around it? Like Winston said, it is a possibility because it can be passed down genetically. And of course, like you said, we want a healthy baby, that's a priority for us. But I think beyond that, my priority is that we have a child that lives a full life and lives the life that God intended for them to live, regardless of the condition of that child. And our belief is really that we're the parents of this child, but also we're just guardians to God's purpose and the bigger thing that He's trying to do. We're open, and as well as trusting God. And so far every test has been positive, clear, baby's in really good health. But that's our kind of stance on it.
So you have heard him. But when I watched that video, I know a lot of people, who have faith, they're in the comment section say, yes, God is bigger than any genetic problem. A lot of people in the comment section were really happy by what he said. But I know some other people who are not, either because they are not too religious or they don't really attach sentiment to these things. How are you? I sit down. I know some people in the comment section who really does not attach sentiment to this thing. They know it is God that created the doctor. And there is God, which the Bible says God cannot be mocked. And there is also what is called reality. Reality check done on you. You understand? So those people, their comments were different from those other people who say, yes, God is bigger than genetic and whatever. So even in that video, they also went on to say that they will not come and tell people the sex position that made them get pregnant. It is insensitive for people to ask what sex position that made them get pregnant. You cannot even ask a close friend what position that they did, which I feel it is not good for people to ask that question. But I don't think there's anybody, maybe there is, okay? But I think I didn't agree with that, say that you cannot ask a close friend, okay? Because of course, I'm an open person. In my other channel, I did topics about sex position and all that. So I even asked a friend recently who got twins, 2 boys. And I was asking her, what position did you do to have twins? Because I have 2 children. If I can just get pregnant again, have twins, guys, it is okay for me. She told me she shared some things with me, but she also told me about folic acid that she shared a lot of things with. So for me, I feel a close friend can ask me anything. Be the kind of person I am, and I can ask any of my close friends, without anything, you understand? So I disagree with them about that. But also, people ask them about if they did it with a IVF, if it was IVF or natural, or if they have been trying.
My question next. So, did you get pregnant through IVF?
It transfers. IVF. No. Short answer, no.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like, we're pretty open on this channel, so we would tell you if it was. There's nothing wrong with IVF. It's an amazing tool that's helped a lot of people to conceive, but that's just not our story.
It's not our experience.
So we did the thing and we made a baby.
So they also say that they did not do IVF, that it wasn't IVF, it was natural. So it means that there is 90% probability that that child is going to have that genetic issue. Moving on, in one of their videos, they also say that their second baby is going to be through IVF, because now reality has come. Okay, reality have done on there that, okay, if you still want to take the the semen of the man to put in the woman, is going to still give another disabled child. Okay, why not go to IVF? So I think they discussed that about having IVF in their second baby. Now, recently they did a video. Okay, so this video that they did recently, they title it "Baby Number Two," blah 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 blah. Now, this is one thing about the CLEMENTS, which a lot of their subscribers complain in the comment section. They tend to, most times, title a video with something that they know they will not share in their channel, such as intimacy as a terrible couple, such as how we do it. You understand? Videos or title related to intimacy, their child, which I am not forcing them. Okay, let me just tell you, as a social media person, I'm not forcing you guys to share. Don't share what you don't want to share, but don't deceive your subscribers. Okay, I'm not saying you are deceiving your subscribers. This is my advice. Don't deceive your subscribers. If you want to be transparent. If you don't want to share, don't share. I also remember that they did a video talking about bringing their child to social media. They are not going to bring their child to social media. But right now, the child is here. And that baby, Malachi, is very intelligent. Okay, even if she's not working right now. But she's very smart. She talks. And this is the reason why she talks. Why? That baby talks more than a lot of able child. And the reason is this. They are giving that child a lot of their attention. Why we see speech delay in children, 3, 4, 5, 6 years children, is because most times parents don't have time for these children. Their company is mostly iPad, cartoon, iPad and cartoon. You understand? Children films, Cocomelon, you understand? So with that, you don't have time for those children. Those children are not going to talk. You understand? But what I see in Malachi, because of she have this attention, from the parents and everybody. That is why she can really interact, and that baby, she's doing well. Okay, apart from disability and all that. For example, I've seen couples who don't bring their children to social media. People do that because of bullies, because of they are not proud of their child. But others do that because to educate others, to also get sympathy, to also get donation. Because people see this child, they want to donate, they want to always contribute, and also to share their experience. You understand? So moving on, they did this video that they did recently, which I'm also going to play the clip. If you watch that video, even from the title, Baby Number Two, they did not say anything or discuss anything about Baby Number Two. Most times they do this clickbait and people rush in to watch and do this. They did not see anything there. They did not talk about Baby Number Two. Yes, they talk about the question of if they are going to teach their child their native language, which I'm also going to play the clip of that one. We know MAYFAIR does not really speak well of a native language because she was brought to UK at a young age. But Swahili is general language of Kenya, which Wisi agreed to teach Malachi. That is a nice one, okay? I really like that. Okay, our children should know our native language. Now, they also asked the question of Wisi, assuming they should take back time, like what he would have done differently if he was younger or go back to his young age. That clip, I'm also going to put it here. Now, there's this part which is they ask about who is going to take care of the child. Are they going to bring a babysitter to take care of the child? Because truth be told, no parents will be happy seeing a child or their children suffer, go through pains, suffer a lot of bones fracture, infrastructure or structure. You understand? Help me with the English. You understand? But now reality has come. Giving birth to this baby, this wonderful baby, this baby have the same genetic problem. But I don't know if it's going to be or if it's up to the father's own. But this child has the genetic problem, and she's a woman. You understand? She needs somebody to take care of her. If she cannot, go to school like other kids, which I expected very soon, maybe from 3 years, they'll start taking her to school and all that. Understand? So somebody asked that question, and they also talk about friends that really they have really made a lot of good friends, which they can leave their child for. You understand? Trustworthy friends. But for me, what I would say is this: it's really not easy. You understand? Despite they are smiling on camera, off camera, there's so many pain. There are so a lot behind the smile of camera, even as parents who even have an able child. Single mothers today, if they come out to tell you their own story, you'll be like, even parents that the father and the mother is still there, like me and my husband, we still have our own challenges, not talk of somebody with a disabled child. And I think maybe this is one of the reasons they don't like discussing about the child, whether it's working, whether whatever all questions that people ask, which I am saying that I don't force them. It is their decision whether to come out to educate people or not. It is their choice. Now, my advice to Mayfair and Wisi is that they should be careful about a friend to leave their child for, because a friend cannot take care of your child like you, especially when that child is a special child. Sometimes most of these friends, they might smile, laugh, but they might see it as a burden that you are leaving your child with them. So if these parents sees that okay, they have their life, they still need to move or they still need to go out without their child, they should look for a person. All these people that are be trained and specialized in taking care of disabled children, special children, I think it will be better. So that whatever happen, maybe something will happen, a friend will do something. You might say, is my friend though? You do, you say, okay, let me forgive. But that person is responsible. And if anything happen, you can take that person to court, you can arrest that person, you can you understand. So I don't know how they are going to do it. Or better still, they can bring a relative from their family, either relative from Zimbabwe or relative from Kenya, that will be staying with you, that will be taking care of your child. I'm talking about baby number two. I have seen that people who, especially if their first child is disabled, oh my God, this child takes 100% of their attention. So most of people, they don't think about having another baby very easy, like fast. It takes them years or 4 years, 5 years. You understand? But it's still very good to even have a baby faster. Like now she's 2 years plus. You can have a baby now. So that child will have a companion to be playing with that child. You understand? And they can grow together. I know it will be difficult. You are like thinking, oh, can I do it? You can do it. You understand? But please don't go through natural again. IVF will be better, or better surrogate. You understand? Or adopting. But I prefer going for IVF. Since you guys did it as a title, a lot of people will feel that, oh, this couple, they are deceiving their subscribers. Oh, this couple, they are not transparent. Sometimes they switch off their, so like somebody came to tell me, Ella, I don't know why the CLEMENTS, they're off their comment section. You understand? And that's how I'm going to talk about it. I know the person will be disappointed that I did not talk about it, but this is the reason, because I feel sensitive. And a lot of people will misunderstand me. Now I'm just come here and I like to give my opinion, and that's what this channel is made for. You cannot do anything about it. This channel, this is the purpose. It's serving its purpose. You feel like you want to analyze me, go to my vlog channel where I share my lifestyle. Go there, take videos about me, analyze me, you understand? Or you go to my mobile channel and analyze me, you understand? So that's why when it comes to issue with parents, in disabled children, terrible couple, it's a very sensitive topic, you understand? Me as a mother, of course, a mother hen like me, why will I be having hate against another child? I'm just saying this, okay? Just people who watch this video and tend to misunderstand. So I just wish this couple the best. And like I said, they are source of inspiration, motivating to other parents. But since they know that they were told initially that this thing can be transferred, why did they why did they try God?
So Deirdre actually asked the second question, which was, do you plan on teaching your daughter your native languages? Well, I think for me, so I'm Zimbabwean, Winston's from Kenya, so my native language is Shona.
Yeah.
But so I was born in Zimbabwe, but I moved to the UK when I was around 4 years old. And to be honest, like my Shona isn't even like where I would want it to be, because there was a lot of emphasis on like learning English, like when we moved to the UK. So like there just wasn't that priority for me, like to have like really strong Shona. So yeah, that's tough, because obviously I want to pass that language on to her. Like when we go back to Zim, I want her to be able to speak the language, but I'm not super confident in Shona. Like I can understand, but like speaking. So I guess the answer is like, yes, that's a hope. I kind of want to like almost like relearn with her and like get that confidence like with her.
And I mean, you can still pass on like a few words that like
Definitely.
probably like you might not be able to like have a full conversation, but like this is what you call a table, like this is how you ask for water, like those basic phrases. I think that's still worth passing on. But yeah, from my side, because my background is Kenya, so we speak a bunch of languages, but Swahili is the one that I'm most comfortable with, and I'm pretty fluent, so when I speak to my family who are from Kenya, I can at least conversationally hold my own with Swahili. So, I mean, I've taught a few words, but I probably need to just be a bit more intentional about
me. You teach both.
Yeah, I mean, I need to just become a professor in this house.
Basically.
Professor Winston, just put my professor hat on and teach you guys all that I know. But yeah, I do think it's important. I think we also nowadays have the benefit of like content creators and apps who like make really good content that we can use to teach. So the pressure is not just on the parents to like learn a whole language that you're not so familiar with. You can look for content and then use that as an opportunity to learn together as a family.
Definitely. And kids are like really well primed to learn languages, so it's a great thing to be able to like instill it early.
Okay, cool.
From Sig, if you could go back to your younger self, maybe before you started uni, to a time when you were worried about the future, what would you tell yourself, or what would you do differently? And I think that one was for you, because we did like a reel where you kind of spoke about like your younger self.
Going back to my younger self, what would I tell my younger self?
And what would you do differently?
I think, for those of you who've heard me share my story before, so when I was younger, my whole goal was to work in the tech industry, and so that's what I went to university for, studied computer science, and then started to work my way up the corporate ladder. But obviously there was a lot of challenges in navigating my career, especially even entering into a career as a person with disability. There's different barriers and, ask for accommodations and, feeling included in the team and all of those things. But yeah, I guess if I was to go back to my younger self, I'd just be to say, just kind of believe in yourself, because I think when you have some sort of disadvantage, whatever that is, it's very easy to listen to all the voices that say, oh, you can't do X because, but there's always a voice that is also encouraging you and is also saying, hey, but you can because of this, because you are you, because you are, talented, you're gifted in this, that, or the other. And we tend to listen to the negative one, but if I could go back to the younger self, it's like, listen to the people who are telling you that you can do it, because those voices are always there, and just avoid you spending a lot of time stressing and worrying about scenarios, 99% of which never come to fruition.
I love that.
Yeah.
So is there anything that you would do differently?
It's tricky though, because I feel like all the mistakes that you make is what kind of lead you to where you're supposed to be. Yeah, I think maybe if I was to do one thing, it would just be to kind of I don't know, just read more, I guess. Read more.
Okay, this is the last question from Patricia. Hey, Patricia. Now that you are in Atlanta, have you found any reliable friends that you trust enough to leave your daughter with so that you can have date nights? It's a good question. We've definitely made some amazing friends in Atlanta. It's something that we're still actively trying to do. So again, if you're in Atlanta, like, hit us up, like, if you feel like we'd connect, because like community is so important, and to have people that you can trust and rely on. But in terms of like friends that we trust enough to look after, like Malika, I think we built friends that I think can get there, but also 2 years like of just being here, like I don't think for me it's enough time to kind of like build up like that. I don't know, I think with relationships, before like you kind of like ask for favors, like you kind of want to make sure it's got a really solid foundation, if that makes sense, and kind of like you're pouring in value so that, you know, because it is a big thing, like not even just us trusting them, but like them taking their time out to look after like someone's child. It's a big responsibility. So we have friendships basically that I think that can get there, but they'll just take a little bit more time. But we do want to formally have like a nanny, and we're in the process of like that and finding someone like who is, you know, reliable for that kind of thing. So, and I think in any case, that's more the route that we'd go down, is like someone that we know and trust, but also like that is kind of their job. Like it's like, you know, looking after like Malika, and, you know, of course like friends here and there, like for a couple of hours or whatnot. But also I think like for that predictability for her, it's nice to have someone who's like, okay, dedicated to that.
Yeah, and we've been fortunate to find someone who helps us out, you know, now and again, but she's also found other employment now. So I think that's why we're looking for somebody to kind of take it on a more regular basis.
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah. Okay.
And the second question Trisha had was, Winston, where do you get your clothes from? You always look really good.